Every time I felt myself fall into that slump, into that darkness, I did the one thing that I thought would make me feel worse. I moved. It's the one consistent thing in my life that's always pulled me away from the darkness. Today, I want to talk about how movement, even in the smallest ways, can save you at your darkest times. I've been in and out of slumps since the beginning of high school. That's actually where it all started. Where one minute I'm fine, I'm laughing, I'm having a good time with my friends and family, and the next I feel empty and I feel like the world is swallowing me whole. I used to sit in my dark room for days, crying my eyes out, wondering what is wrong with me. Am I broken? These last 4 months, something finally clicked for me. I was slipping deeper and deeper into the darkness because I was accidentally letting myself. I was doing everything that I thought would make me feel better, neglecting my needs, not eating properly, and laying in the same spot for hours. When in all reality, that was what was killing me. I realized that was the common denominator every time I started to feel down. So I moved. Whenever I felt myself started to sink, I moved. Whether that had been going to the gym or taking a shower or simply just cleaning my room. You won't understand how taking small movements or small action will change your life until you do it. When I first started working out seriously at the beginning of this year, it was so much fun because I actually embraced being a beginner this time. I thought it was funny that I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what the machines were. And I just probably looked plain old silly. I cherished those days so much. But you know what else it did? It gave me something else to focus on. Was I doing it perfectly? Absolutely not. But I was able to quiet the voices even for just an hour. Okay, quiet the voices sound a little, but you know what I'm trying to say. Even if you can just shift your energy for an hour and a half, or 2 hours, that can change the whole trajectory of your day. And fitness and running and all of that just gave me something to focus on, something that wasn't draining me. And I'm not trying to push fitness on you. It's just that fitness is what resonated for me. You just have to find what resonates for you. Like, I've done a lot of things that I didn't think I would do. I went on a bike ride on the lakefront. I even started solo dating, like going to restaurants alone, or I went to the movies alone. I started cooking, like meal prepping, and half the time it is absolutely trash, but that's not the point. That's not the point. Even just like small little challenges for myself, like going on adventures, like going to a workout class. That is something that I really want to do again because it was really fun. Even a few nights ago, I was laying down spiraling because my videos were flopping. Embracing being a beginner is not always so easy. It made me feel down and it made me start to spiral. For me, my slumps come from the heavy weight that I have on my chest because I'm always in survival mode. I'm always just thinking about like where the next piece of change is going to come from. Like, how am I going to do this? Like, how am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to do this? And sometimes it can be hard for me to just be in the moment and not have to worry about surviving and just enjoy my life. That's where a lot of my darkness comes from, and that's where my slump stems from. I think it's important too that you find out like what's the most reoccurring thoughts that you think before you get into your slump. Like, what is so heavy on your mind that it's like weighing you down so much that you don't even want to get out the bed? You don't want to do the smallest, simplest task. What specifically is it? Anyways, I got a little bit off track. But yeah, the other day I was feeling down. I literally felt the slump coming. Look, if this is the slump, this is what it was doing. Like, it was just slowly coming towards me. I was like, yeah, no. So I got up, I cleaned my room. Well, I wouldn't say clean. I straightened up my room. I took a nice hot shower. I play some music because most times I rush when I'm in the shower because I'm so ready to like lay down. But this time I play some music. I let the water hit my skin, and then I washed my hair, and then I braided my hair up. That's how I got this beautiful braid out right now. I did something that made me feel good, or I gave myself something else to focus on. I focused on making myself feel good rather than focusing on how am I going to pay the bills. That's only going to lead me to misery, and it's only going to lead me to overthinking. And if it's something that I cannot change right now, or it's just something that I just don't have the capacity to worry about right now, shift the energy, shift your focus onto something else. Move yourself away from that thought. And I know a lot of this is easier said than done because I know a lot of you guys out there, you deal with actual depression. I wouldn't classify what I have or what I go through as depression. I just find myself in these like dark areas where like my brain is literally clouding the happy happy parts of my brain, like the carefree parts of my brain. Like it's literally like a dark cloud going over my brain. I know that all of this seems easier said than done. I'm not asking you to change your whole life. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm just asking you to move. I need you to feel that word in your soul. I need you to move. I could just see myself right now. Literally, I was just laying there. I was immobile. I was paralyzed by my thoughts. Do not let it happen to you. Or if it's been happening to you, shift the energy. I'm not asking you to change your whole life. I'm just asking you to change your next 60 seconds, your next 30 minutes, your next hour. Turn on your favorite song and dance in your room like you're crazy. Go outside, take a walk, feel the sun on your face. I don't care what you do. You could do the worm in the middle of the room and I will still support you. This me in the back. Hey!
Go to Marcus. Go to Marcus.
Hey, that's me. I'm telling you, literally anything can shift your momentum. It can shift your energy. It can change the whole trajectory of your day. It can make you feel completely different. I can't lie. A lot of advice that I give you guys here on my channel is going to feel a little bit basic. It's because that I learned that the basics actually work. I know a lot of us have a lot of different childhoods, but do you remember when you were little and you just went outside and you played? You don't even know what you were playing. Me and my friends used to make tacos out of mud and leaves, and I never been happier. When you were little, you were in a constant state of movement where sadness really couldn't even hit you, and if it did, it hit you for a small second because you're a child and you throw tantrums over nothing. And I just found out at the age of 22 years old that if I just move my body, I will feel 10 times better. I feel like a lot of us are looking for this specific thing to make us feel happy. The basic work, simple work, and I am always going to be a promoter of basic health and just basic wellness ideals. And I'm not saying that doing this is going to make the sadness magically disappear. It's a good chance that after you do that dance in your room, or after you go on that bike ride, or after you go on that walk, you're gonna come back and feel the exact same way. I feel like doing it sad is better than not doing it at all. The sadness is not gonna magically disappear, but it will feel less powerful because you will realize that it doesn't have to paralyze you. As messed up as it is, our brain legitimately thinks that it's protecting us. And by keeping us down and like lowering our inhibition, I think that's how you say it, it literally thinks that it's protecting us. It thinks that it's doing a good thing. It's like, oh yeah, I'm doing my job too good. And I feel like once you realize that, everything just starts to change, because then you get to ask yourself, like, what are you trying to protect me from? My brain, when it comes to content, it tries to tell me that, you know, my video ideas are not helpful. It's trying to tell me that there's literally no point of me putting this online because everyone already knows that. It's trying to protect me from embarrassment. It's trying to protect me from the feeling that I will get if my video gets low views. But what is also keeping me from is finding that one person who actually needed this video, or finding my community on here. It's keeping me from feeling helpful. And after a while, you literally will be able to tell your brain to like, shut up.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
Like literally, I had a thought while I was getting ready in the bathroom to make this video. I'm like, this is a stupid video, isn't it? And I told myself, I don't care, because it made me feel good. It made me feel good scripting this video, and it makes me feel good talking about it because this is something that literally helped me so much. So what should you do if you start to feel the slump coming again? First, you need to be able to recognize it. It starts off with you just overthinking. It's easy for you to get lost in that loop because, you know, you're just so used to thinking, but you need to recognize specific thoughts that you know that are the beginning of you getting into a slump. My beginning of a slump will just start off like, what am I gonna do? Like literally, that's the first thought that comes to my mind. Like, what am I gonna do? Where's my life going? Like, what am I gonna do? I'm just so scared that something bad is going to happen where I'm going to have to take on all these responsibilities, and I'm just not financially there to be able to do it right now. And so that's what I'm scared of, that I put myself on the back burner. I'm not going to do it anymore. That's the beginning of my slump. And that's when I can literally feel the darkness coming in. But it's easy for you to get lost in that loop because you're so used to that loop. So you need to be able to recognize those thoughts. Once you see that you're thinking that thought a little bit too much, you need to be like, okay, it's time to move. It's time to do something else. Sometimes it could just be as simple as shifting your energy. Paint your nails, brush your hair, play chess, play solitaire. That's my thing. Solitaire? Oh yeah. Play Sudoku. Oh yeah, just get up. Use every fiber in your being if you need to. Use every last bit of strength that you have if you need to. But just get up. Stop being a thought daughter. My favorite saying this year has been, depression hates a moving target. And whenever you feel yourself getting down, just spam that in your head. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have the perfect routine. You don't need any of that. You just need to be willing to start. You just need to be willing to move. I do my intros as my outros. So, hi, my name is Jayla, and I call myself your big sister in all things wellness, physical, mental, and emotional wellness. If you've been feeling stuck, heavy, or disconnected, we've all been there before. You're not crazy. You're not stupid. You just haven't learned how to deal with it yet. In my last video, I talked about how my first 3 months of fitness completely changed the way I think. So if you're interested in that, you could click right here and you could subscribe here today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stop being a thought daughter, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.